What's up, YouTube? It's Detroit John. We're back here with another episode of John Talks. If you could like, comment, subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get straight into it. I wanted to give Derrick Rose a season projection, and I found some very interesting things, guys. Let's first start out with his 2019 stats. This dude averaged 18 points per game in 2019 to the 2020 season, okay? So for a lot of you that don't know a lot about basketball, that's an elite stat. That's what people are looking for as far as scorers and point guards in the NBA. That's like the starting all-star numbers that you need. So I think we can go ahead and say it's okay to put Derrick Rose up there with the John Walls of the world, with those guys, maybe one step below the Russell Westbrooks, but right in that range of, stars and all-stars and superstars, because he's still able to go and get 20 points per night. And nobody can object to that, because he's still athletic. He still has bounce. He only shot 30% last year, and we're going off of last year's numbers as this projection in this video. So he only shot 30%. But Derrick Rose has never been had to be a good three-point shooter or anything like that. He's been a good mid-range shooter. He shot 87% from the free throw range last year. So he's been an overall productive jump shooter inside the three-point line. Who cares about the three-point line? He is a star going to the basket, and he showed, he's just an unstoppable scorer, and he's a special talent when he's going to the basket. Now, there's kind of a backup, let's just call it that, with the Pistons roster, because we have a deep roster, and especially at point guard. I think a lot of you guys saw DeLon Wright. He was scoring well. He shot the ball well. We know about Killian Hayes now, and we know about Derrick Rose. So and to be honest, I like Saben Lee as well. I hope Saben Lee gets a chance to make the roster. And so this is what I have to say about this, guys. If the Pistons really knew what the fuck they were doing and really cared about Derrick Rose, they would have traded this man to the Clippers instead of fucking Luke Kennard. That's my problem right now with Troy Weaver, is that it's looking like Luke Kennard is the exact fucking player that we need to fit in this role. It was like him and Derrick were like perfect together. Like, I didn't understand, like, what the fuck, who are you to come into our city and give away our best fucking player, our youngest, best fucking player that we have, that we spent all this time developing, and you just give him away, and now he's gonna go average 18 to 20 points at another team. And I would have loved to see him and fucking Derrick Rose run that pick and roll. It's unstoppable. Luke Kennard and Derrick Rose in the fucking pick and roll. This shit pisses me off, man. And I don't like to make videos like this where I'm so angry and mad, but a lot of the times, guys, I see Derrick Rose's talent and I see what he can do. And I want, number one, the coach, Dwayne Casey, to fulfill that talent, which he has been. And so I want to talk about that too. Dwayne Casey has used him at a 30% usage rate. So that was the highest usage rate Derrick Rose has ever been used since his 2014-2015 season with the Bulls. So he had his highest usage rate with the Pistons last year since the 2014-2015 Bulls, which I think is a miraculous thing, and I think is a great thing, and I think will be needed this year, because, guys, if we want to get into any conversation with the playoffs or anything, and you're not starting Derrick Rose, I think expectations-wise, he's going to have to be the best sixth man in the NBA. Let me repeat that so you guys can get that through your head. Expectations-wise, we need Derrick Rose, which he will be, and he is, and they're saying this. I've already read this. He is expected to be the best sixth man in the NBA. I am expecting Derrick Rose to win. If they're going to bring this dude off the bench, I am expecting him to win Sixth Man of the Year, because he's the best sixth man. He's the best player in the NBA coming off the bench. There's no better player in the NBA coming off the bench. There's no better player in the NBA coming off the bench. There's no better player in the NBA coming off the bench. That includes Lou Williams and all those other motherfuckers. All those motherfuckers. There's no better player right now in the NBA. So if we have that, which I like, because I thought about this too. Since we have such a deep team, and y'all don't want to start players like Sadiq Bey and Sekou Doumbouya, give them time. Fine. Put them out. Fine. Hustle them out there with Derrick Rose, because that should be our starting lineup. Did I just say that? I shouldn't have said that because I shouldn't have said that, but I said it. Derrick Rose, Sadiq Bey, Sekou Doumbouya. These guys have proven to be our best combination, and to be honest, I don't know if they're going to be able to get on the court to start off with because, again, Savi has shot the ball well. DeLon Wright has shot the ball well. Jeremy Grant is stepping up. It's just looking like a deep team. But my projection, guys, is that Derrick Rose, like always, is going to come out scoring 20 points per game. He's going to start averaging close to 20 points. And he's going to really put pressure on Killian Hayes. Now, this is the biggest thing. If you guys take away one thing from this video, take away this. If Killian Hayes does not average 12 points per game, at least 12 points per game, he cannot be on the court. Because development-wise, that's not really doing anything, man. I don't want to see Killian Hayes hurt his development when we can have Derrick Rose averaging 20 points and he could be doing that, because at that point, you really got to start looking at who's going to be the best player on the team for that night. But here's the thing. Killian Hayes can average 12 points, guys. He can do that. Killian Hayes can average 12 points. He can do that. I'm putting a lot on this guy because I expected a lot of this guy, and I think he will come out with it. Now, I think if he can average 12 to 15 points per game, he can stay on the fucking court. If he can't, take your motherfucking ass off the court and let Derrick Rose shine. I'm with you guys. Let him shine, goddammit. Tell me what you guys think. I want to see Derrick Rose healthy. So, I hope Killian Hayes can average 12 to 15 and hopefully beyond, so he can give Derrick Rose that time to come off the bench. Because, again, if Derrick Rose is on the bench like they're saying, he's going to be the best player in the NBA coming off the bench. He's going to be the best six man. So the last thing that I wanted to add to this video is Derrick Rose adds intangibles, man. He adds something that, people can't bring. That's why it would be bittersweet if we traded him. Now, look, for all you guys out there, we all got to say this, man. For all the Derrick Rose fans out there, I'm sure you guys aren't fans of the Pistons. You guys are just fans of Derrick Rose. So, we got to see this guy traded, man. We got to see this guy traded. Like I said, man, I wanted to see him go to the fucking Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Derrick Rose with Serge Ibaka and all them boys. Bro, that would have been so fucking hype. It would have been crazy. Unfortunately, they have something wrong with their brain, and they gave Luke Kennard. Honestly, I wish they would have traded Blake back to the fucking Clippers. Give Blake back to the Clippers. Let us keep Luke Kennard and Derrick Rose. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Again, this has just been a blessing. You guys have a blessed day. Have a motivated day.